The Haunted House. Mysteries of the Invisible Entities, Part 1. On a dark hill outside a small town, there stood an old, abandoned house that had been empty for decades. This house, with its shattered windows and moss-covered walls, always seemed to harbor an invisible threat. Locals called it Blackwood Manor, once the home of a noble family. But a tragic event during a stormy night forever changed the fate of this house. It all began in 1887, when the Blackwood family, a prestigious and wealthy household, moved into the manor. The house, built in elaborate Gothic architecture with towering arches and long, winding corridors, appeared as a fortress of luxury and power. Under the dim light of oil lamps, it exuded an aura of grandeur. But beneath its glamorous surface, a shadow was slowly creeping in. The locals often heard strange sounds emanating from the house: footsteps, creaking doors, and even the giggling of a child in the dead of night. At first, they dismissed it as the wind or their imaginations playing tricks. But when servants and workers started fleeing, claiming to be haunted by unexplainable occurrences, stories of Blackwood Manor began spreading throughout the town. The mistress of the house, Eleanor Blackwood, a beautiful and proud woman, dismissed the rumors. However, one night as she stood before the large mirror in her bedroom, she noticed a strange reflection. It was the image of a young girl, pale and hollow-eyed, standing behind her. Eleanor turned around, but there was no one there. She brushed it off as a hallucination and paid no further attention. But the strange occurrences became more frequent. Paintings on the walls were found turned upside down in the middle of the night. A lullaby echoed from the basement while everyone was asleep. Windows mysteriously swung open despite being locked from the inside. Whispers and knocks in the dead of night made the atmosphere in the house increasingly heavy. One day, Eleanor decided to invite a priest to perform an exorcism, hoping to dispel whatever was unsettling the household. The priest conducted the ceremony solemnly, but as he sprinkled holy water and recited prayers, a chilling wind swept through the room, extinguishing all the candles. A coldness filled the air, as if an invisible hand gripped the hearts of everyone present. The priest, visibly pale, finished the ritual and left, warning the family that something very malevolent resided within the house. The nightmare was only beginning. That night, as the family slept, a piercing scream echoed from the room of the youngest daughter, Lydia. The family rushed in to find her trembling, eyes wide with terror. She claimed to have seen a shadowy figure standing by her bed, with a hand cold as ice touching her face. But when they searched the room, there was no one there, only a lingering chill. From that moment on, the darkness within Blackwood Manor grew heavier. The eerie laughter, the invisible footsteps, and the fleeting shadows became a relentless torment. The Blackwood family decided to leave the house, but it was as if their fate was forever entwined with this place. Little did they know, their lives were being manipulated by the invisible entities within the house. It's said that since the Blackwood family vanished without a trace, their spirits have been trapped within the house, unable to move on. But there are more secrets waiting to be uncovered. Who are these invisible entities? What do they want? And why is Blackwood Manor cursed so deeply? These questions remain unanswered, and Blackwood Manor stands silent, as if guarding its own dark secrets. But one thing is certain: anyone who dares to step into this haunted house will face horrors beyond their wildest imagination.